In 2025, I cannot imagine how they got that beat. That's one of the coldest hip hop beats of all time. I do not. It seemed like you would. I mean, in 2025, you gonna have to have some clout to get a beat like that. But yeah, their name was In Too Deep. I don't know how they got that beat, man, but that is a cold hip hop beat. But anyway, all right, let's get right into it. Okay, astrology and the NFL. We got something going on here, y'all. We got something brewing. I want to talk about Monday's game too, but we gonna go back. Let's just deal with right now. Let's deal with right now. The future, really. All right. Pittsburgh Steelers could go 5-1. If with a win, Cincinnati Bengals could improve to 3-4 with a win. All right. So this is what we got going on. Astrology. Now, Jupiter is associated with the Cincinnati Bengals. All right. It's associated with the Cincinnati Bengals because Jupiter is the tiger planet. If you look at it, look at Jupiter real good, right? Jupiter has those tiger stripes on it. So this would make it the tiger planet. All right, so with that being said, we got the Steelers who are going to be representing Saturn in this Thursday night football game. All right, now this is the thing. Monday's Moon Day, Tuesday's Mars Day, Wednesday is Mercury Day, Thursday is Jupiter Day. So today is Jupiter's Day. All right, and like I said, the Cincinnati Bengals represent the planet Jupiter. All right, and we got the Steelers who are going to represent. I'm going to show y'all right now why I'm saying the Steelers this year is representing the planet Saturn. All right, so you see how seasons. Steelers been around a long time, 93 years since 1933, right? That beautiful number, 1933. Check this out. Saturn, if you spell it out, right? And this is the first ordinal is 93. All right, so Saturn is 93, and we see that Pittsburgh Steelers are in a 93rd season. All right, okay, so cool. Now check this out. Steelers represent Saturn. In 2020, these two planets came together, right? And they said the event like this that happened in the sky, right? This astronomy event that happened in the sky is it kind of goes with the myth of Christ, all right? Because remember when Christ was born in the story, there was an astrological event. These three stars lined up, and so they were saying that the Antichrist could come from this great conjunction. You know, that they really don't know what was going to happen. It was I don't know if I could get the clip real quick. I could play it for you. I forget the movie name. It was something about crystals with these puppets and muppets, and it was just real weird. But they in that movie they was talking about the Great Conjunction and what could happen or what could not happen. All right, but I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but since 2020, this is not the same world. This is a whole different world. All right, things did change. All right, this is not the same world we was living in 2019. All right, so Jupiter and Saturn came together. That was called the Great Conjunction. So this is this football game. I'm gonna call this football game the Great Conjunction. We got Steelers representing Saturn. We got Jupiter represented by the Bengals, and they're gonna come together for this Thursday night football game. Now this was making it kind of a little bit of extra on it. They put a little bit of extra on it. Now, if you watch the game tonight, Cincinnati's going to be on fire. I mean, that stadium going to be rocking. Just the energy of the white Bengal. Okay, they're wearing their white uniforms. They bringing this out for a special occasion. All right, they used the word for it. White uniforms, yeah. So Bengals is wearing the white uniforms. All right. Now this is the thing. This would make this kind of hard because Charlie Kirk. All right. Still talk about Charlie Kirk. Why am I still talking about Charlie Kirk? Because the NFL, for some reason, the whole season seemed to be surrounded by this guy. All right. So Charlie Kirk, any team that's associated with this number, right? This is the Charlie Kirk number right here. That's 105. Any team associated with, you want to keep an eye out for that. So that would be the Indianapolis Colts, who are 5-1. Let's type out Indianapolis Colts equal 105. Arizona Cardinals equals 105 too. And I think the Bengals equal 105 too, but I could be wrong. Okay, so boom. Charlie Kirk equals 105. Now look, Father Time also equals 105. Father Time and Charlie Kirk and Saturn. What is all this? What are you talking about, man? Where are you trying to get to? Charlie Kirk, Father Time, and Saturn. Well, this is the thing. Saturn and Father Time, which is the Grim Reaper, is basically the same motherfucker. Right? You see Saturn with his scythe, right? That's his tool for harvesting, but we took it and turned it into something else, which is, this is the Grim Reaper with his scythe, and now it's more dark, it's more evil. You feel me? Even though Saturn, he's evil too. This dude eats his kids, but why is he doing that though? Saturn is in control of time. So what eats at our youth, right? That's what this guy's doing right here. He's eating at the youth. What eats at our youth? It is time. Right? Father Time. That's why he's always been an adversary. Right? Peter Pan and this dude probably go at it. Because this guy, he takes our youth, man. He exchanged it for wisdom, but he takes our youth, that's what. And then eventually death comes. Right, the Green Reaper is associated with Saturn due to their shared symbolism of time and endings. The Roman god Saturn, who was conflated with the Greek Titans Kronos. Kronos controls Saturn. It's all one constellation, but Saturn is the main planet inside that constellation. Okay, and the Kronos, that's where we get the word chronological from, right? Chronos, chronological, all dealing with time, all right? Was seen as a god of time and harvest, using a sickle, right? I call it a scythe. Using a sickle that became a symbol of reaping life, right? But he's really supposed to be reaping the harvest for the year, right? A lot of this stuff is based around harvesting and farming and planting life. And then for them to have so much stuff surrounding harvesting and farming and plant life, when I tell you the story about Adam and Eve and how it's really the garden of eating, right? Dealing with the diet, right? And we know Jesus died on the T, right? Die on the T. You start to see that, the ancients were really, sticklers for keeping track of time for harvesting purpose and eating purposes. All right, so now Father Time. Now guess what? The two quarterbacks is playing. Guess what they share in common? They're both 40 years old. So guess what? I'm 40 years old, but I don't play any sports. So I'm still young. But if you're 40 years old and you're playing sports, you're fucking old, dude. These two dudes are ancient dust. These are two old men. All right, so it makes sense. Father Time. All right, Saturn, Father Time. These two old men about to play the game. Now, if you take a look, all right, we know that the Steelers, 93rd season, we know Saturn equals 93. Now, this 685. All right, if you take 685 and you add it to 36 to their playoff record, we try to get their all-time wins. Right, so you got 685 in the regular season, 36 wins in the playoff. That should add up to 721. right? And so we know the Bengals are wearing white uniforms today. All right, and the Steelers are sitting at 721 wins. Now, I never used the standard. I hardly ever use this ordinal, but I seen this. I was like, it might be something, but still, it's hard for me to pick which old man is going to win because it is Thursday night football, and Jupiter is the Thursday planet, and then the Cincinnati Bengals is the Thursday. I mean, is the Jupiter team football team. So I don't know how y'all want to play it. But I was thinking about this too. Since the Bengals are wearing all white, I'm pretty sure that the team that's representing Saturn, the Steelers, is going to wear all black, right? For the black cube of Saturn. Saturn is the secret god of the occult world. Saturn worship is everywhere from logos to secret societies, right? This is called the black cube of Saturn. Now, it's not a racial element, but it's those two colors. It's black and white, black versus white, right? And you got the guy Charlie Kirk, 36 days after he died, right? 2 days after his birthday, with this 105. And then you got a white team. It ain't a white team. It's two white quarterbacks, but oh well, you got a black coach and you got a white coach. So it might be. If you've been paying attention, I've been trying to keep track of this because let me show y'all why, bro. Show y'all why right quick. All right, because we're in a 106 NFL season. All right. So what if we spell Black Lives Matter? What we got? Not matter. I'm gonna have to put the rest of these up here. So you can see this 106. So in the 106th season of the NFL, a lot of black quarterbacks been losing. All right, you see 106 Black Lives Matter. If you just type out the word black, that equals 106 too. So we're in the 106th NFL season. And black been losing a lot. Look at Lamar Jackson. All you gotta do is look at Lamar Jackson. And so I've been paying attention to when the white quarterback goes against the black quarterback. All right. And we just seen that Monday. I do believe this was Monday. All right. When the Jaguars took on the Chiefs, right? White quarterback, T. Law, Terrence, Trevor Lawrence. And then we got the Kansas City Chiefs with, Patrick Mahomes. And as you can see, Jacksonville Jaguars win with 31 points. And it seemed like every time it's a black quarterback versus a white quarterback, that 31, remember Charlie Kirk died at 31, right? The 11th prime number. Okay, now this was special about this game. This game was played, I believe, Monday night. Yeah, Monday night. Okay, so Monday, mine is moon. So moon day. And it just so happened to be a full moon that night. All right. And guess what kind of moon it was? It was the hunter's moon. Full moon that appears in October. Oh, man. Who did the Jacksonville Jaguars draft with the first pick? Who was this dude right here making an unbelievable catch? What's his name? Anybody know his name? Right? Made an unbelievable catch during the hunter's moon. All right. Name because it's bright light. Help hunters prepare for winter by making it easier to see and track the prey for the harvest moon. All right. 18. It's very important to human beings. All right. Here goes Travis Hunter catching a spectacular catch during the hunter's full moon. I don't think that was by mistake. And then you had Kareem Hunt on the other team scoring a touchdown too. So that was the hunter moon, right? And plus, if you look at the Chiefs helmet, there's an arrowhead on there. The arrowhead was used for hunting, and then you know what a jaguar does? A jaguar hunts. Right. So, so all these rituals going down. We got Mark Sanchez got stabbed up in Indianapolis. Right. Remember that the owner the owner of the Colts passed away. Jim Irsay left the team to his wife. Now the wife is starting off right, really good, right? My Indianapolis Colts are kicking a lot of ass. Now, guess what? We went to with the female leadership, right? Well, I told you the moon is mom, the moon is feminine, right? The sun is masculine. The Colts approved the 5-1, right? Beautiful thing. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. We were so far behind, y'all. I've been trying to stop drinking coffee, and drinking coffee is what gets me on here. I like to drink my coffee and chat it up with y'all, but I ain't been drinking my coffee, so we done fell way behind. But there was a shooting at the Broadview ICE facility. Something to keep an eye on and just watch the dates. Watch the dates. Watch the dates. Oh yeah, and about the the Jaguars getting this win. This was October 6th, right? October 6th, just like 106. All right. October 6th, just like 106. And that's that black. I remember I told you black is a cursed word. 106, just like October 6th. October 6th on my page. Okay. Cool. That Mark Sanchez is that's pretty weird too. But I really like the Colts this year. I really like the Colts. And that was that Colorado shooting. I want to keep track of that too because this was the same day that Charlie Kirk got shot. Oh yeah, man. Hold on, wait a minute. Somebody came for me in the comment section. Where was that at? It probably was on here because I'm trying to keep Charlie Kirk off the other channel. So I'm gonna play this for that person who came at me in the comment section, right? Not a subscriber, just a random person who found my video, right? And thought they was gonna tell me something. Well, let me tell you. Matter of fact, it's probably not even a real person. And I think real people seen right through this Charlie Kirk shit, and they don't give a damn about it. But I'm keeping it going because
you might have a different opinion.
There's more to come with this. It's not over. That Charlie Kirk situation is not over. The fact that it's a hoax is not what the cabal want us to focus on. It's what the hoax is going to bring, right? It's obviously a hoax. There was no police around. There was no ambulance. Candace Owens saying there was no blood. They came and demolished where he was at. You can't take no evidence. Then no police come to the scene. Like, everybody's looking at it like, this shit is weird. And then his wife, that's what the lady came at me about because, you can't say nothing bad about a woman for some reason. Even though I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about this lady who's on TV. Like, she's a public figure. I could talk about Erica Kurt. The fuck? So, yeah. This lady's an actress. Something's up. The shit stinks to high hell. Let me let her go.
And that's fine. I'm not here to change your mind. But if you watched her thinking something's off, I agree. And today I'll show you the tells in her first speech that led me to the conclusion that she's full of it. Let's get into it.
You see, you just gotta watch what you say on here. You really gotta watch what you say because she's not gonna say Charlie Kirk's not dead. I might say that shit, but she's not gonna say that, and that's good for YouTube. It's good if you want to be on YouTube. That's what you need. You need to kind of go with the flow of the. I feel weird doing it every time. Like I gotta act like I think this shit really happened. Talking to somebody because I don't want to go down a rabbit hole of conspiracies, right? Which ain't Every conspiracy got some damn truth to it. So I don't see why people trip off so bad. But it's very difficult having conversations with people. Well, first of all, most people in real life, they don't even know who the fuck Charlie Kirk is. I bullshit you not. And I live in a red state, so that tells you something. Let's go.
I'm a trained actor and I've worked in film and on stage for years. And I can tell you that any trained actor can see right through Erica Kirk. Good actors have different methods of getting into character. This allows them to express the genuine emotions that the scene elicits. But bad actors always have the same MO: exaggeration and melodrama. One of the biggest tells of a bad actor is gesturing, also known as the Vanna White effect. If you don't know who she is, Google her. For example, they deliver the line, "I have a headache," while rubbing their temples or grabbing their head to show you how much pain they're in. But does anyone actually do this when they really have a headache? The challenge for the actor is to live as if something were true while knowing that it's not. A good actor can temporarily suspend their disbelief to create an illusion for the audience. But when the actor can't even get themselves to believe the lie, they gesture to try to
you have to believe it. You have to believe the lie. If you don't believe it, the performance is gonna come off trash, and that's what happened.
convince us to believe it. And Erica's entire speech is just one big gesture after another. I can already hear you saying, well, Erica isn't an actor, but I disagree. She's just a really bad one. The first red flag for me wasn't anything in the speech, but in the timing of her address. She had just seen her husband get shot and killed right in front of her 2 days prior.
And I'm on. This is my last time stopping it. She said Erica Kirk is not an actress or actor. I'm gonna say this is a rumor. I'm gonna say allegedly. She was in a movie where her husband name. In fact, I got the notes right here. She was in a movie and she was married to a guy named Tyler in the movie. Remember the guy who shot her husband name was Tyler, right? And the guy in the movie Snake Eyes with the boxer name was Tyler the Executioner. All right. And then the guy in the audience, the senator or the state representative, whatever he was, his name was Charles Kirkland. All right. And it made crazy. Last night, I knew the Blue Jays was going to win, right? MLB baseball. I have Vladimir Guerrero hitting the home run. I also seen that their catcher name was Alejandro Kirk. Alejandro Kirk hardly ever hits a home run. Do you know that motherfucker hit a home run last night? He hit after Vladimir Guerrero hit his home run. I just cashed out because I just assumed, man, that's a stretch. Seeing if Alejandro Kirk is gonna hit a home run too. No, Alejandro Kirk hit a Kirk. You can't make this up, man. I think the Blue Jays win tonight too. I don't know, but I'm leaning towards the Steelers and the Blue Jays tonight. I might parlay that. My bad. Okay, let's get back to the video. Sorry.
But was somehow still able to deliver a 17-minute coherent speech in full hair and makeup, whether it's your spouse or not. Witnessing a traumatic event like that has marked effects on a person's ability to function, at least temporarily. Sudden severe trauma causes not just emotional distress, but cognitive dysfunction, because the amygdala, responsible for fight or flight and for our emotions, is in overdrive, which causes the shutdown of the prefrontal cortex, where we process information. That's why people who experience sudden, severe trauma are often rendered speechless. But not Chatty Cathy. She had plenty to say and did so without a hitch. The second red flag was the sound quality of the video, or I should say the lack of it. Turning Point USA has access to state-of-the-art equipment, so why wasn't she mic'd? Even if they'd only used the internal mic from the camera, we still wouldn't hear this excessive amount of crackling static. In my professional opinion, this sound effect was added later with editing tools to make the recording sound off the cuff and unplanned, which then leads me to wonder what the metadata would say about the date and time of this recording. I'm not making accusations. I'm just wondering. As we go through this speech, I want you to notice something really strange. Not the fact that she's not actually crying, because you can see that for yourself. But I counted 7 times that she pats her dry eyes with a tissue, and every single time she only.
They all do that. It's crazy, bruh. Y'all tell me. Somebody send me a clip of somebody crying on the national news with actual tears coming. Like, bruh, I haven't seen it in 5 years. Yeah, that's probably how long I've been paying attention to the news. I haven't seen. Let's get off that topic because that'll get you banned too.
Pats her left eye. That's weird because real tears come from both eyes. Also, notice that her gestures don't flow naturally, but are motions that start and end with specific verbal cues. Notice the sound. It's a lot. Okay, I'm going to stop it right there. If you are a person of faith and you are calling upon God, your source of strength and inspiration to help you, this is something that you're going to do private, right? No person of faith is going to display this, in this super dramatic, all this whispering. That's not authentic.
Okay, this is Nadia for real, right? Y'all go check out the rest of this video. I can't show the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go too long, but yeah, she's making a good point, and that is the point, really. How they're using these they're using Christianity, like I think it was Zach. He made a good point. It's like these people really think Jesus is gonna come back and be a Republican. It's like the craziest thing. Oh man, maybe it's just the internet, bro. I pray it's just the internet, bro. I pray it is. This is. Oh my God. They're using religion. It's like if you're a real Christian, bro, like you're gonna have to speak out, man. That's what your Bible been telling you to do. But your Bible been preparing you for this moment right here. This is the perfect opportunity for you to step the fuck up and speak the fuck out. Use my language, but I had to put some salt and pepper on that shit.
And we bounce from this shit, I'm gonna go down in them corners, let them people know word did not get back to me. Let them know Marlo stepped to any motherfucker, Omar, Barksdale, whoever.
Marlo!
My name is my name.
My name is my name. Shout out to Marlo, The Wire.
I can tell you, I know some Delta Force guys and people that are now saying maybe he had squibs and it was all theater. I'm not saying that.
It's Alex Jones for you. It's Alex Jones for you. Alex Jones was the one who pointed me to the video about Trump talking about the motherfucking vaccines and the Amish and autism. I'm like, Trump is a lot of people is stepping over toes and truths is starting to come out. This is very, very interesting, man. I'm keeping track of it the best I can, but y'all seen this past month was crazy. We had two events on the same day. Like that's been happening back to back. And then they just went over there and got the hostages. Trump went over there, got the hostages from Hamas. All right, and it's looking like the war might end, might be a ceasefire, but I doubt it. These wars go on forever, bro. They go on decades. It could go on a decade, bro. So, yeah. Let's check this out, and then we gonna get out of here.
Okay, the internet said Sandy Hook didn't happen, and I only covered it and got blamed for it. It looks real to me when he's getting shot, but no blood on anyone who's treating Charlie. Charlie Kirk's steel neck.
No blood, man. That's what Candace Owens was saying. She said, "Yo, that camera that's behind Charlie, can we get that?" And they're not letting that footage go because they're saying on that footage that the camera that's behind Charlie Kirk, they're saying ain't no blood, no ambulances, no cops. Somebody checking the crime scene and getting information. None of that stuff.
debunked with 30-06 ballistics test. Tyler does not have a rifle with him when he walks to the roof. This is all conclusive. Retired Green Beret Nate Kronakia is our guest. Nate, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Alex. Also, congrats.
Okay, so look, whoever turned it off because they thought we was about to watch Alex Jones, no, guess what? We got a Green Beret who's going to tell us. Come on, man. I get good sources, bro. Come on now. Don't do me like that. I get good sources, bro. It's getting dark in here. All right, let's go.
It's on the success of your app. That's awesome to see.
Well, that's all the listeners, but it shows the hunger for truth.
Yeah. So, Alex, I'd love to say I solved the case for you here. I haven't. I still met. I'm also almost more confused than I was the last time we talked. But what
that's the thing. You think it's real. It's going to confuse you. With all the evidence telling you. It's just fucking hilarious. Shout out to the Green Berets, but bro, I used to have the same thing like with Tupac. I finally had to just realize like, yo, Tupac is in on it too. Like I've been trying to solve that case for the longest, and the only thing that makes sense is Tupac is in on it too. And if you start applying that to most of these big stories, you'll start seeing like, okay, Charlie Kirk is involved in it too. He's the only victim is the Christians believing the bullshit that's coming out these people's mouths. All right. So let's keep it pushing.
Can do is point out some things as we've been digging deep into this that just don't make sense anymore. Right? You talked there. We're going to go over this clip of all of the security guards who are supposedly treating Charlie, that no one has any blood on their hands at all. And I can tell you, as a guy who's literally treated gunshot wounds in combat myself, this is not a thing. This is probably the most suspicious. Everything I've seen, this drives me the most crazy. As you watch this, guys, we're talking about a gunshot wound to the carotid artery. All of these guys.
And look at this guy in brown right here with the striped shirt.
Big old.
I mean, he's smiling. He's acting like he just opened a Christmas present here.
Right, he's smiling.
And I want you to watch it. Okay, we're handing things off, but as we're handing things off, no blood. No one has any blood on their hands. Who? So here's what I'm gonna say, Alex. I'm not trying to point fingers or conspiracies, but I want to know, why did nobody try to save his life? No one there is stopping the bleeding. Not one person put their fingers in Charlie Kirk's neck or their hands. This is
remember when you first came on 2 weeks ago, that's when all my security guys, they're all former special operations, they said they don't, the way they run around like they have something planned, but it's nothing they've ever seen. They don't know the hand signs. They're picking things up. And they said that what they see is premeditation, but they don't know what it is. And now this no blood thing and the looks on their faces like they're taking a Sunday walk. This is weird.
Yeah.
So again, I want to make it clear. For most of the viewers out there have not treated a human being that's been shot. Okay.
Blood
Those of us
everywhere.
that have know blood is everywhere, Alex. It is, I don't want to say the F word, everywhere. There would have been
blood is everywhere.
Thank you.
It's everywhere. It'd have been over everybody's
Thank you, Alex. Just say it. Just cuss, buddy. Shit.
hands. It would have been over all of their shirts, pants, especially an artery shot like that. It's not possible that just no one has any blood on even their hands. So to me, what I want to know now is, you know why I was very suspicious about why we're not getting this high fidelity camera footage from right behind Charlie Kirk.
Exactly.
And now I want to know, show me that footage. Because that footage is going to show me exactly what you're doing to treating Charlie Kirk. And I think, again,
I'm starting to believe that they was down at getting rid of whatever theater they set up to make Charlie Kirk look like he got assassinated. They threw Charlie body in that doggone trap door. They swapped the body out, put a face over his head, ran him in the car, and Charlie somewhere in Cuba with Tupac.
a conspiracy theory guy. Alex, I think, I've been on your show enough times that you would agree I'm very level-headed.
Oh, I gotta address that conspiracy, man. In Cuba with Tupac. Cuba is like still right here, bro. Let me show you. Allegedly. This only works. You can only do this on a flat. I'm sorry. I am totally sorry. This only works, bro. This is where I believe Tupac is at. This is where I believe Charlie Kirk is at. Right. Extraterrestrial. meaning more, Terra meaning earth, extra earth. Where how can you get extra earth? You know, it's Tupac, Kobe, Charlie Kirk. They can't stay here. They go to one of these continents out here. The continent that I think that they go to. Let's see if we can find it. Probably not. It's called the Ancestral Republic. Here you go, right here. Okay. Now look, I could control you because guess what? All these people outside here, all these people living on these continents outside, they know about us. The thing is, we don't know about them. Let's go Asgard. This is probably where the cabal comes from. Look at this. There's even lands outside. There's this land is called Amen. Right? Argos, Atos. I could swear there was a Vadaya. Okay, but anyway, because he said the guy, the FBI agent, I forgot his name. He's friends with Charlie Kirk though, and he's like, "I'll see you in Vadaya," and I could swear Vadaya was one of these continents out here on the outside of this ice wall, but that's a whole nother conspiracy for another day. But I believe they go to this ancestral republic. All right. In fact, I did a whole video and story about really the ancestral republic. This place right. Guess how many stories we could, bruh. You know how the movies tell the same fucking stories over and over and over again? Like, bruh, if you broaden your horizon, there's a lot more stories to be told. There's a lot more expeditions to be had. There's a lot more adventures, discoveries to be made. But it is what it is, man. We live on a ball, right? We live on a globe, and that's it. All right, this is silly. But I'm gonna find that Vidalia though. Okay. Because there's yeah, to think this is it is wild to me, but that's just me. All right. Let's see if we can get any more. Because I'm telling y'all, man, this whole NFL season is going. That death date, September 10th. All right. Matter of fact, okay, hold on. Let's do this. Because I did say I was going to talk about football, and I ain't been really talking about football for a minute. We'll talk about Charlie Kirk, and we're supposed to be getting off Charlie Kirk. Because it really ain't about, cause anybody should see, like, yo, that was fake. But to me, they want you to know it's fake because there's a bigger storyline behind that. Okay. Tom Brady versus Drew Brees. That was the last game two old niggas played. All right. And so that was January 17th. January 17th, 2021. Okay. So let's do this. Because today, two old niggas play. Today is 16th. So we're going to go to January 17, 2001. All right, so 1,733 days. 20 to 70 prime number. Okay, this is how you. In football, the days is cool, right? Days is cool. But, they play week to week, so you really want to go by the week. Now, if you look now, remember at the beginning of the video, I was saying Father Time. All right, Saturn is the Grim Reaper, is Father Time, is Chronos, is all dealing with time, right? And these is two old men playing in the game together. And the last time two old men over 40 played in the game was this date, January 17th, 2021. It's 247 weeks from today's date. This is really 24/7, like time. See how that all connected? So I think I'm good with my Steelers pick, right? But the fact that the Cincinnati Bengals is wearing all white today kind of do make me nervous. I ain't gonna lie to you. And plus, the Cincinnati Bengals need a win better than the Steelers do. I mean, I think Jamar Chase. I'm pretty sure Jamar Chase gonna score a touchdown. He gonna do all he can. It's gonna be a good game. I got it ending. I got the Steelers 29, and I got the Bengals 25. Because if you just spell out white, it's 29 and 25, right? And the Steelers gonna be on the road, so the 29 will be over here, and then the Bengals will be at home, so the 25 will be over. It hopefully it plays out like that, right? It's if you could get them numbers right at the end of the game, you know. I try to make it sure that if I do talk about betting, it ain't betting a lot. You know, I try to get the underdogs. That's why some games it ain't really worth betting to me, right? I really like to go for the underdog so I can make some money. But betting on the favorite, you could lose money, and then at the same time, you ain't gonna win a lot anyway. So it ain't even no point of betting. So it's best just to not even bet. But I'm just trying to show you that the theater of sports, right? It plays. I mean, everything's connected, man. So NBA is coming up. I don't know how we're gonna play that, but we're gonna see what's up. And then we're gonna finish out the NFL season. We're gonna march to the Super Bowl. What date is the Super Bowl? Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm not letting it. I'm staying on her back. I don't know. I don't know how to say it without it sounding crazy, but Erica Kirk was married to a dude named Derek Shelsvig before Charlie. That's what they said. Derek Shelsvig. I'm like, damn, that name look familiar. Like Derek Chauvin. She was married to Derek Shelsvig. And then I already showed you how Erica Kirk did the 3 Ks in it, which is not done by accident. And then Derek Chauvin, her ex-husband is Derek Shazby. It's very close to it's like why would it be that close to me? Unless there's a clear connection there, right? It's about to be the most racist lady alive. It's what it's seeming like. Yeah, the two old guys, 247 weeks ago. I think this is about Saturn and Father Time. Right. And I'm pretty sure the Steelers gonna come out wearing all black for the Black Cube of Saturn. This is a astrology game. Because Jupiter is the Tiger planet. Steelers, they're gonna be representing Saturn with that 93 number. Right. It's their 93rd season. Spell out Saturn. It's 93. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. All right. Everybody, please like, comment, subscribe. Please make sure you hit that like button, man. We're gonna get up out of here. Shout out to my brother Dante. Oh, D'Angelo. Oh man, how I forget about D'Angelo. The 5-1. Where D'Angelo from? He died at 51. That's the moon number, bro. Okay. I got something for you. Let's look at D'Angelo. Let's pull him up right quick. The D angel, right? That's low. So that ain't the good angel, right? But shout out to my brother. It's just the name. I don't think he knew. D'Angelo. My bad. Look at D'Angelo birthday. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ, y'all. Okay, let me pull up a couple people. Okay, you see that he's born on February 11th. You see that he died on October 14th, right? The guy I was just talking about. Let's get him on out of the way. Charlie Kirk, October 14th. It's his birthday, right? He shares a birthday. I just showed y'all Derek Chauvin, right? He shares a birthday with George Perry Floyd. October 14th. All right. We see D'Angelo dies on October 14th. Now, let me pull up one more. See how he born on February 11th? He dies at 51. Remember I said the moon is 51? Mom, moon, feminine, the feminine energy, right? Mary J. Blige performed at the Super Bowl at 51. She came out wearing the silver for the moon. Check this out. It don't get no bigger than this. It don't get no bigger than this. And she died in a bathtub, February 11th, 2012. The angel. The bathtub. The moon is connected to water. Where's he from? Where D'Angelo from? I didn't even know that. Richmond, Virginia. Okay. Brown sugar. Yeah, it's definitely something to shout out to my brother, man. Right on for that. Age 51. The 51 is for the moon, bro. October 14th. February. Let's see something right quick. October 14th. The 211. The 211 is crazy too, because 211, the 47 prime number is 211, right? And we dealing with the 47 president. This dude is in the script, he's a racist, right? And then you got the guy who wrote Brown Sugar passing 35 weeks from his birthday. That's the Catholic number, 35. How many days though? 245 days. But what about his next birthday? 120. Yeah, it's the weeks. And you see, he died on a date with 33 numerology too. All right. 70. That's another Catholic number. That's 78. I'm gonna have to. There's some more with this D'Angelo. Right. So with him dying on Charlie Kirk's birthday, that's crazy. And then Whitney Houston death day too is his birthday, right? And then he died at 51. That is a moon number. Steelers could go 5-1 tonight. That's why I want to see where I don't know how close Virginia is to Pittsburgh or if there's any connections or anything like that. He did die in New York though. Michael Eugene Archer, the Archer, right? Charlie Kirk died in Sagittarius, right? 9-10 Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the Archer. To be shot from that long of range, you would have to have, there's people online talking shit, but to me, you shoot somebody for 200 yards, you got to have some pretty good aim. Shit, you got to be the Archer, right? So that has kind of been a theme too, that Archer and the aiming, right? The one you need a one eye to do it, and I definitely had to talk about this because this brother's Neo Soul, right? He's Neo Soul. I got the name Leo Soul from Neo Soul. I love Neo Soul. I appreciate that, Dr. L. Appreciate that, bro. Right on, man. He told me touch on the D'Angelo death for sure. I'm gonna come back and touch on it too, man. Because I got more. I got to get back to it. But right on, y'all, man. Peace, man.